Hi, welcome to Nav's Comics. This is episode 2 of NaviStory. Today's topic is consumer hypocrisy. That's me. So, if you recall, if you had watched my previous video, and if you did, thank you very much. I talked about this book here, Something is Killing the Children. I almost said episode. Issue 17, cover B, glow-in-the-dark cover. Week 1 was $9.99, not cover price of $3.99. It was $9.99 at the store, labeled as key issue. And I complained about it, rightly so, maybe, but I complained about it. But what I didn't complain about was picking up Stray Dogs number 5, the horror variant, at cover price for $3.99, when that is selling on eBay. When I checked yesterday, whatever the day that was, July 6th, it sold for $20 with $5 shipping. So like a $25 book, essentially. I didn't complain about that, Now, am I going to flip it? Like, I talked about it, and maybe I will, but like right now, that's not, my goal. Like, I'm a collector more than a whatever the other term is, investor, flipper. Like, investing in comics, I feel is kind of dangerous. Enjoying comics is wonderful, and then when you buy comics that turn out to have value, that's even better, for selling purposes when you do get around to selling. But what I want to talk about a little bit today was just essentially your retail stores, your local comic stores. And this is kind of a ramble. I'm just going to kind of go on, and I hope you stick with me. And if you do, please, and I'll say this again probably at the end, but please like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate it. It helps me out. But yeah, so how do you feel about a store listing a day one book at $9.99? Now, this particular store does limit consumers to one copy of a comic per customer. So I can't go in and just, so this is hot. I can't go in and just go buy 10 of them. I can go in and buy one. Now, I guess maybe I could go back another day or another time and try and buy another one. Have someone go in and buy one for me. I mean, I guess you could do that, but that's, I'm not doing that. But, and I think that's good. So I think it's good that they do that because it allows more customers, more traffic to come in to find what they want and leave, right? Now, this other store I go to, like, they had a copy of Nightwing 79 listed at $9.99, and I don't have a problem with that. And the reason why I don't have a problem with that is because they didn't do that week 1. Now, if week 2, if maybe you probably can, and I wouldn't complain. But essentially, week 1, if a new comic comes out and the local comic store has it jacked up in price, it bugs me. But in their defense, that's what it's going for on eBay. Like, why not up the price a little bit? Because they're in the business of making money, right? And but ultimately, when I look at a comic store, at least what I'm wanting to see in a comic store is one that's, you hear sort of stories about, they're kind of like, they want people in that enjoy comics. Like, they're not looking for people to come in and flip. So like, when I hear about a new hot comic, I want to go pick it up, right? Even though I don't go to the store a lot, I've gone a lot more lately, but I want to go in and pick up the comic. And I guess, whether that's right or wrong, like when the death of Alfred happened, whatever Batman issue that was, like 77 or something, I'm not sure. I went in to go get a copy. And I think at that time they actually did have one. I'm not really sure. But anyway, I did end up getting one. But, that on eBay, it was already way up in price. Now, if they don't have a copy, like, let's say Something Killing Children, number 17, cover B, they think this is going to go for some money. I have no problem with them, pulling a couple back to then sell at a higher price like a week later. But maybe that's just me. I'd like to hear what you think of this, because I don't want to just rail on local comic shops. I know I've had bad experiences, and I've talked about that before. But I do understand. They're out there to make business, and if there's anyone that if you run a local shop and you're watching my channel somehow, the very few people, I'd love to hear what your opinion is, because I'm just going with the gut take here. But obviously, I'm not saying I'm right. I don't know if I'm right. I don't. There's other factors involved, but ultimately, yeah, I just wanted to ramble on for a little bit, talk about how I was complaining about that comic, and then this one I picked up that I knew was going to be worth more money, or probably even was at the moment I picked it up. So yeah, if you liked this, please like it, comment. I love to interact, and subscribe. And otherwise, I will see you next time. Have a good one.